The day the river came in. The rain begins before sunrise. Thick clouds cover the sky, and the morning light never fully arrives. The sound of rain on the roofs is steady and deep, like a warning that no one understands yet. At first, people in the town continue their daily routines. They open their shops, walk to work, and send their children to school with raincoats and umbrellas. The main street slowly becomes quiet as the rain grows heavier. Water flows along the sides of the road, carrying leaves and small pieces of trash. The wind pushes the rain sideways, hitting windows and doors with force. By mid-morning, schools are closed and people are asked to stay inside. Daniel lives in a small riverside town where life is usually calm and predictable. He is a kind and hard-working man in his early 30s. He works at a grocery store near the town square and lives with his mother in a modest house not far from the river. Daniel has lived there all his life, and the river has always been part of his world. He has fished in it as a child and walked beside it as an adult. He trusts it, even when it looks dangerous. That morning, Daniel stops at the bridge on his way to work. He watches the river for a moment. The water is high and dark, moving faster than usual. Branches and broken wood rush past. A strange feeling fills his chest, but he shakes his head and continues walking. The river has risen before, and the town has always survived. At the grocery store, only a few customers come in. Everyone talks about the rain. Some people laugh nervously, while others look out the window with worried faces. Around noon, water begins to enter the street. Daniel's boss decides to close early. The rain is now so loud that people must shout to hear each other. Daniel walks home carefully. The water reaches his ankles, and each step feels heavy. He sees neighbors trying to move their cars to higher places. An old man struggles to carry a box, and Daniel helps him. The air smells of wet earth and fear. When Daniel arrives home, his mother is waiting by the door. Her face is pale. She tells him the water is rising quickly behind the house. Daniel steps outside and sees the river has broken its banks. Muddy water spreads across the land, swallowing gardens, fences, and small sheds. Soon, shouting fills the neighborhood. Some families leave with bags on their backs. Others climb to their roofs, hoping for help. The power suddenly goes out, and the house falls into darkness. Only the sound of rushing water and rain remains. Daniel and his mother pack a few clothes and important papers. They plan to walk to the hill at the edge of town. When Daniel opens the door, a strong wave of water pushes inside. It is cold and powerful. The water rises fast, first to their knees, then to their waists. Daniel holds his mother's hand tightly as they move forward. The ground beneath them is uneven and slippery. Without warning, his mother loses her balance. She falls, and the current pulls her away. Daniel reaches out and grabs her arm, but his feet slip. The water is too strong. Her hand slides from his, and she is gone. Daniel screams into the storm, but no one hears him. He searches desperately, fighting the water until he has no strength left. Finally, he is forced to climb onto a higher place and wait. The rain stops during the night. When morning comes, rescue teams arrive. The town is unrecognizable. Homes are destroyed, streets are covered in mud, and broken furniture lies everywhere. People search for loved ones, calling names with shaking voices. Daniel sits alone on a hill, wrapped in a wet blanket. His body is safe, but his heart feels empty. The river slowly returns to its normal shape, calm and quiet again. It looks harmless, almost peaceful. But Daniel knows the truth. The river took everything that mattered to him. The rain has ended, the flood has passed, but the sadness remains, heavy and endless, like the memory of the water that will never leave him.